Hey everybody, we have just left Jaggers and we went in there and got a couple of fried chicken Jagger salads and a couple of Coke Zeros. That's going to be our supper for tonight. And I went ahead and got it. That way when Ashley gets home from work, we can load up and head toward our campsite at Dierks Lake or Horseshoe Bend Recreation Area. So we're traveling with Onx Offroad app, and you can see what it looks like on our Android Auto. And I've got it up on my phone too. Now I pushed the button to turn the screen off on my phone, and when I did that, this froze to where it wasn't tracking. And then when I turned my screen back on the cell phone, it started tracking again. I don't know what that has to do with it, but in my situation, I had to have my phone screen on for it to work here. So I don't know. I'll do some research and see what's up with that. But other than that, it maps really good. The picture's really good, and it's taking us right to our camp spot. So I just thought I would share a little bit and show y'all how this app is working. Continuing on.
Turn left onto Horseshoe Bend Access Road.
All right, we're entering Horseshoe Bend. And we'll have enough daylight to get everything set up. Hopefully. And we ended up getting a rock chip on the way up here. So we got a unwanted souvenir. Things happen. I didn't know it cracked. I heard it and Ashley said, whoops. Yeah, it cracked. Spillway and dam is to the dam's to the right, spillway's to the left. We're gonna go over the spillway to get to the campground. Horseshoe Bend Park. Don't look like the spillway is running too much, does it? Oh, it's calm. It's barely trickling. And you start seeing the campsites now. The first one there will be the park host. They got a screen tent like we do. Onx says we're here. We'll come down here and make a turn to get into our camp spot number 6.
There's some geese.
It's like quite a few of them booked since I looked at the website. None of these were booked when I was looking last time. That's ours right down there. Up to the next one, ain't I? It's kind of hard. I can't see that.
Do I need to get out?
I can't see that edge.
Do I need to get out and back you up? Got stop.
Pop-up camper life is calling me. Off-road tires roll wild and free. Extra lift, we ride the sky. Dispersed camp under the stars so high. State parks whisper, come on, stay. Outside field takes my breath away. Open air with breezes kind. Life in a pop-up, guide me unwind. Pop-up paradise all night long. Nature sings its endless song. Hearts beat to the rhythm of the wild. Life in a pop-up makes me smile. Stretch the on and hear the creek. Adventures calling, come take a peek. Unzip the windows, morning light. Coffee brewing feels so right. Mountains rise and rivers flow. Every turn brings a new glow. Open roads and endless views. Life in a pop-up erases blues. Campfire tales under moonlit skies. Laughter echoes as the night flies. From dawn till dusk we find our way.
Okay, so we're fixing to do some breakfast, and we have some egg McMuffins, some eggs, some cheese, and some bacon, pre-cooked bacon, and of course some coffee we've already made. We've been up for a little while already. See if I can get the stove going here. There we go. Now, I'm not by no means a chef. I just do the best I can. Yeah, I should let my pan heat up a little bit, I'm sure, but oh, lost some eggshell. Gotta make an egg for the boy. I gotta go wash my hands now. Oh yeah, I gotta get my eggshell out of there. I had sprayed that pan, but it's still trying to stick. Let's see here. Be right back. Maybe that'll help. Cut the egg McMuffin in half. Go ahead and flip these eggs. That one could cook a little longer. A little sliced cheese on there. Let's see here. I did that other one. We'll throw this away. See if I can flip this third egg. The Remy egg. There we go. There's our eggs. And I'll throw our egg McMuffin with cheese in there. throw a couple pieces of bacon on it. And we'll have our egg McMuffins. Ready to go. Let's see. Don't want the eggs to be too runny. Creamies don't really matter. There's the Remy egg. It's the prettiest one. And we'll just lay these in there. So egg on top of the cheese. Some of this pre-baked cooking and pre-baked bacon. Heat it up a little bit and then I'll put it on the sandwiches. That ought to be enough. And all this and go back in the refrigerator in the camper.
So I hope you didn't use all the pre-cooked bacon.
I didn't.
That was going in our salads.
Oh, true. Let's There's your egg, boy. Just for you. Remy got his egg. Alright, see if I can grab these bacons. I should have brought a fork out.
And you are discouraging my bacon choice, but
It looks really good.
I've eaten it before, and it is good.
I had a problem getting that one up there. Didn't bring the right utensil.
I hate bacon, but I love bacon.
Whew! It is definitely hot. I think I got two bottoms there. I have to swap one of them. Whoa, but I dropped that one. Let's flip this over. This actually belongs with that. It's the bottom. I think. And there we go. There's our bacon, egg, and cheese egg McMuffins. Clean all that up later. Make sure this is off. Move these over here. We're gonna go eat those. I got one of those geese earlier this morning, so it was over there. I think they're down further, ain't they? So this is our setup that we set up last night. Our Rockwood 1910 ESP pop-up camper. And then we have the Vevor screen tent, and it got down in the 50s last night, so we ended up putting all of our panels over the screens. And we've got it set up with our chairs and table for games, and a Remy chair. And I actually have a little Aldi fireplace here. Last night it was pretty cool because it gave us the feel of having a fire. But this is a really cool tent. It doesn't take too long to set it up. Perfect place to get out of the camper. And you have bench seats, you know, made into the pop-up, and they're just not as comfortable sitting in the chair. So it's nice having this tent set up to come out here and enjoy. And when it's warm, we can take all these panels off and see everything outside, yet be safe from bugs. Cushion from Aldi's there also makes that chair way more comfortable. But this is our setup, and this is our view, and have the fire pit and the picnic table area over there, lantern pole, barbecue grill, your water, and your electric is over there. But we're gonna go sit down and eat, and we'll go explore later. Oh man. So we're walking up from our campsite, which is back around that way. A little bit of mist in there. It's a little bit different this time than we were here last time because the water's not flowing heavy like it was when we was here the last time. It's way shallower right now than it was, but it's still beautiful. Also, there's more campers here this time than when we were here last time, but everybody was respectful and having a good time. Met a gentleman that lives up in further northern Arkansas and shared some Onx Offroad gear with him. Oh, I see some geese down here. Hopefully Remington don't scare him away. I don't know if y'all can see them yet or not. They're down there, water's edge. There's one, two. There's two there. The last time we was here, we had two that kept swimming around right by our campsite. We was in campsite 10. I wonder if it's the same two. Never know. I do hear some water. We got a little bit of flow down there. Remington, let's walk down there. Some big old cedar trees.
Are we going down there?
I don't think so. It's not as awesome as it was last time we was here. It's just a little flow.
There's some man-made rapids over there.
Yeah, those big rocks. The water was so deep you couldn't see all those rocks. I didn't realize that it was that big of a buildup of rocks. Pretty cool. Boy, he smells everything. Come on, boy. I forgot how tall they said that cliff or wall is, but it does say in the park information how tall that is. Where they were saying it was going to get up in the 90s at home in East Texas. It's only supposed to get up in the 80s here. Well, Remy, that sign did say pee on sign. I guess that's what that is. That's exercising. Looks like that one figure squatted to pee. Cool. I ain't even watching mine. Boy, look at the rock over there. See the fog in the air? The mist. I did notice our tent was pretty wet this morning. I do think I want to walk down to those big rock down there. Do what? He didn't.
Seems like a very Remy thing to do.
Pretty big pool of water right there. Nice and peaceful here. Looks like this is just as good a spot to go down as any. All right. Some big old rocks. When we was here the last time, there was water all up in these rocks. There was water in this little creek right here. Or this little rock bed. I don't think it's a creek. Then you've got our leash system all twisted up. There's a nice little fall. All right, buddy, we gotta go back up. Let's go this way. Another good little falls. And we're gonna walk back up to Ashley and go toward the day use area. This is a little exercise area that they have. Come on.
Oh, he walked out.
Strong currents and undertow. No swimming, wading, or boating. The day use area with the restrooms. Catch up with Ashley and Remington. Still hazy. You can see the haze up in the trees. And we are headed back to camp. Oh, I'm just getting the spillway area. And then man finished it off. This way. We was going this way, remember? Won't be long, sun be down. So me and Ashley moved into the camper and we're playing cards, and we're playing with my birthday cards that I got, and they're Bigfoot cards, as you can see, and each card has a little bit of information about different things about Bigfoot. I have to turn the all backwards in the glare, but they're a pretty cool deck of cards. Yeah, we found these on Amazon, didn't we?
Yeah, don't let him fool you. He just got them for the Bigfoots.
Anyway, back to our game. Okay, I've got Onx Offroad going. I've got my 70 Maya dash cam going. We're recording front, rear, and in cab right now. And we're going to go check out another campground that's up from this one on Dierks Lake. And I'm not sure what else we're going to get into, but let's go find out what all's around. I do know there's some dirt roads, and we've got a couple mapped on the Onx Offroad app that you could go run if you wanted to while you were camping here. Headed back out to the spillway. This is going to give me a little bit of a trial run on my dash cam cameras to see what they do, what I can do with them, you know, how I can use them for the YouTube channel before we go do our big trip in New Mexico. One thing I probably should have done, since it's nice and sunny today, is put my lens tint that came with my camera, my dash cam camera, on. So in our last video that we did when we camped here, we went to the lookout and we went to the first campsite that we'll pass up here. I think we're gonna go on past it and go to the bigger campground that's on down. See if we can get in there and drive through. Now we're back to the main road, and if I remember right, well, I don't know if that road goes through. It shows it should go through. So we're going to turn left at this gate. Tell you what, let me go ahead and drive through this lookout again. Overlook Vista. That way I can put my lens cap on. Maybe keep the glare off some. Turning the camera cam back on. I think we're ready to go. Let me. I really can't tell. It's darker there. We'll just leave it right there and see what happens. Alright. That's the Vista Lookout. Figuring out the settings on. There we go. There's the way I want it. You can adjust it to where the big screen, you're looking at 3 screens on the camera, and I wanted the front view and the big screen, so that's what I did.
Wall down there?
I don't know. Is it a retaining wall? I've seen a lot of electric bikes, and I'm kind of thinking I want one.
That's what the people in the campsite next to us, that's how far they were. I recognize the little dog.
Is there a trail down there? No? I bet they're riding to this other campground, so I'm not for sure if this is the road that goes to that bigger campground that I want to go to or not.
Well, they were going back towards camp, so maybe they had been down there and or down here. I mean,
Yeah, I don't think this road goes to that big campground. There's the spillway. We're going across the top of the spillway now.
There's buoys down here to dictate, you know, whatever it is that they dictate off that. But there's a bird on each buoy.
Yeah, to get that other campground, we may have to go plumb out to the main road the way we came into here. I just don't remember. Make a right leaving here. Let's see where this way goes. If I ain't mistaken, there's a little place up here. Nice little hill to climb. Those gates are closed off. Alright guys, I'm going to turn off the cab camera so we can listen to some music. Alright guys, this is Jefferson Ridge Park. Look what this sign says. Day use facility fees, $5. Campsites, what's that, $16, $18? So comparing prices to camp compared to a lot of the state parks nowadays, it's cheaper than the state parks camping at these federal parks.
And they tend to have more sites available versus all the sites being taken
Exactly. I looked at a bunch of state parks before we camped where we're at, and I wasn't having much luck with the state parks. Everything showed book, 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 book. And it's been that way for a long time now. And then all the people saying, yeah, everything shows book, but we're here now and there's no one here. Let's see if we have to stop here. So they have more camp people. Don't look like no one's. Yeah, there's somebody. We're camped over across the spillway. We just want to drive through and see if we
Like a map?
camp here. I've got one.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody going around us. Well, that's a nice camper.
It's a huge camper. You have your door. I could have my door. We wouldn't even have to see each other.
So this part, first thing I noticed is you do have to go through a little guardhouse there. So it might be a little more secure. Thought this is the next area here. Campsites 25 through 51. They also have a playground. Do not enter that way. There was one empty right there. There's one tree by it. Someone riding a bike back there. They're a little bit close together. Hi, how are you? Is it just me, or do you feel like these are on top of each other?
Did we go in wrong?
Huh?
Did we come in wrong?
Uh-uh.
Do I like that one?
Yep. Yeah, if you don't mind being by somebody, which we've been to some state parks that were pretty close together.
Have a beach.
Was it Louisiana we went to? A lot of their state parks seem to be, their spots seem to be pretty close.
Oklahoma.
Now you got a little shade up on this hill. It's pretty. You run out the back of your camper and jump off in the lake. Looks like they have nice facilities. Alright, we need to go back this way. One more turn to the right. Pretty big area.
Mm-hmm.
out this is going to be something right here. A little pull off. Fish cleaning station. This is the day's facility fees needed boat ramp. $40 annual pass. So this is your place to come put your boats in. Go back up through here, no need getting in them people's way. A lot going on over here on this side of the lake. Said there's more camping down this way. So this will be like the third area.
I need you to go see what's down here because there's a focus stop.
Project office and swim beach. Like a camp host. Looks like a one-way road there. Project, did you get the thing done?
No, it's back behind this building.
Oh, it's right here. Oh, here we go. We're gonna go into the water. There's the swim beach. Ain't nobody swimming.
Because it's 70 degrees outside.
Oh, did you get that?
No, pull over right here, please.
When the water's up, pretty nice swim beach. Duck out there on the water.
See, there is too somebody swimming.
Where? Oh, the duck?
Yeah.
So I got pretty good reception here.
Throw off in the steam while we're here.
Pokemon. Well, it showed to be good, but it's taking a while for that to load. I don't think it's as good internet as I thought it was, because I can't get signed in.
It's really pretty here.
There it goes. done?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the swim beach, y'all. Now we're gonna head to the last camp area.
What do you have on this? It smells really good.
Calming. I think that's what the bottle said, calming.
Oop. Don't drop it underneath your feet. I better leave it alone. That is not very calm making, huh?
The Ridge, sites 52 to 84. It's like their storage area right there.
Oh, goodness.
Up on a hill, I like these. You're up and got a view. They have some trees. That's our old camper, ain't it?
It could very well be.
It's just exact same one. Boy, it's been around a long time.
I don't think the inner floor plan is right for it to be ours. Because look at those windows.
Yeah, it looks identical to me.
Nope. There's no big back window.
Oh, yeah, we had rear living. I see many of them J feathers. That year model J feather, I liked it because of the underskirting, and they just looked really sharp the way they trimmed them out. I just was never a fan of pulling something 30 foot long. Imagine that monster. I'd say this is a pretty popular area up here. This guy on it. Pretty popular area. But I feel like the camp spots are more private. Some of them pretty crooked too.
Yeah, I was noticing they don't look as level as the ones down there.
You okay back there, Amy? You just can't stop itching, can you? It's a nice one. It's empty. Go, butterfly, go. Set of bathrooms. Is he itching, chewing on himself? Another fish cleaning station. And boat ramp. Well, that's what we came to see. summer, you're gonna be in the sun down there, but if you're coming to swim, it looked like that down there would be the place to go if they let you jump off in the water right behind your campsite. I do see that people are using a lot of blocks to get their support jacks on the ground and up here on the ridge. Did you see the 4x4s underneath that camper back there?
No, I was looking at the one that was set up what looked like very unlevel, and I was wondering how they were sleeping.
Bathrooms look nice.
Yes, they do. Much nicer than the ones site we're in.
Yeah, I haven't been to the bathrooms in the campground we're in because we have stuff in our camper for all that, but she did go visit them, and you know, they're older bathrooms.
There was water, at least I hope it was water, standing in the floor of the ladies' room.
Alright guys, so we've seen this and we're headed out. Not sure where we're going next, but we're going to listen to some more music. Alright, we're leaving the park, taking a ride, and this is gravel right here, and it looks like we have mapped this for Onx Offroad. So we thought we would go ahead and come on here so we can do a trail report as to the conditions and if it's open and still accessible, because we haven't been up here in a really long time. And I'm looking at the trail. It actually, the first part doesn't show blue that it was mapped, but the first part's also gravel. Very dusty. So I think I'm going to see if I can click on this. Oh, it goes two different ways. Now I'm beginning to wonder if this is the one we mapped, because I don't remember mapping that one. Let's go smaller here. Okay, I see where it's at. Well, let's go straight. I do believe it's the one we mapped. I can click on it. Yeah, this is one we mapped. Navigate. Navigate. Go.
Turn right onto, continue on Greens Chapel Road for approximately 1.6 miles.
So I think I named this one Striking Snake. And as you can see, it's already beautiful in here. So far, there's no gates. So if you want to come camp, you have your camp areas, and then if you just want to change things up, come run a trail or something, see some country, there are areas you can come do a run. In fact, I think you can run gravel roads all the way to, what's the next lake up there? Gillum? I think you can run roads all the way to Gillum Lake. Now, I said it's been a while since we've been here. Some of these areas are on Weyerhaeuser Timber Company land, and some of them you have to have a permit. You're supposed to have a permit to get in and run the roads. And I do believe the majority of those roads are gated. Round Top Hunting Club. So there's a hunting club back that way. Now there's a road off to the left here that's mapped. We're going to go straight. It's called Anderson Road there. Now there is a gate across this road up here, but it is open. We're in an area now, a lot of these roads are mapped, but we didn't map all of these roads. And some of the roads that's mapped, I know you're supposed to have a permit to be able to travel on.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto unnamed road.
Onx is keeping us on the trail I chose to follow. Ooh, we got a good hill climb here.
Does it just go? It just goes in front of his house, doesn't it?
I don't think that's right. I think this one is just a bare right up here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Turn slight left on, in less than a mile, turn slight left onto unnamed road.
Definitely bumpy. Dry and dusty.
to route.
Must have dropped internet. I mean, must have dropped satellite.
In a quarter mile, turn slight left onto unnamed road. Turn slight left onto unnamed road. In approximately 4.2 miles you will arrive at your destination.
I think we turned right here. Yeah. Ooh, actually water in that. And here's the creek.
Looks like a pretty cool looking. Ooh. Look. The water on this side's green. Hoping to see some fish.
So a little bit of a creek there.
Proceed to route. Rerouting. In less than a mile, turn slight right onto unnamed road. Proceed to route. Reroute in less than a mile, turn slight right onto unnamed. Proceed to route.
I think we got our wires crossed when that unplugged.
Rerouting. In less than a proceed to route.
Our GPS signal is going bonkers.
Rerouting. Proceed to route.
Oh goodness.
Rerouting.
What you did is following the route.
Proceed to route. Rerouting. Proceed to route. Rerouting.
Turn that down.
Proceed to route. Rerouting. Proceed to route. Rerouting. Continue on unnamed. Proceed to route.
Got a building back there.
Rerouting. Continue on unnamed. Proceed to route. Rerouting. Continue on unnamed road for proceed to route. Rerouting. Continue on unnamed road for approximately 1.5 miles. Proceed to route. Reroute. Continue on unnamed road for approximately 1.5 miles.
Pretty. Yeah, something's wrong with this cord. There was connection error with the device. Ooh, and just completely turned off. My cable has got a short in it, I do believe. I hit a bump and it jarred that connection, that wire. I'm just going to unplug it from it and use the phone. Looks like I went this way. A little bit bumpy. It's that red wire. I knew it was bad. I don't know why I grabbed it. Device not supported. Creek crossing, small one. Bumpy. But this particular trail here is going to be ending right up here somewhere. Oh, that's a pretty creek there. Remember right, I stopped this up on the hilltop with a view. I'm not, it's been so long ago. Right here at this, it was right here at this spillway. That's what it was. There is a view back that way, and that's the way we went. But I'm actually looking for a way to go back to our camp now. Let me pull out of the middle of the road. Just take a look at the view.